Hey everybody, Steph here, and I'm about to film my November empties. It's actually only about the 15th of November. I do tend to run these sort of from about the 17th or not, around the 20th of the month. But sort of, I did the last empty video, which has only just sort of gone up as I'm filming this. And then within a week, this was absolutely full again. I don't know what the heck's happened this month. So it's a bit full. I think it's because it's mainly bath stuff which takes up a lot of room, so I'm just going to pull things out of random and just chat at you about them. So apologies if you are someone who likes order. That's shiny. So the first thing, oh, it's a really nice thing. It's a, I don't know where to put this bag. Hang on, let's balance it. I also can't throw some of these away because they're for pad challenges. So this is a Rituals foaming shower gel. This is about the third one of these I've had. The smell of it makes, oh, it's amazing. I just love it. And this is organic rice milk and cherry blossom. I've had two of these definitely in beauty boxes, and then I bought one separately from the Latest in Beauty shop, you know, where you can buy samples. And I love it. I took one of these on holiday to Tenerife last year. I'd used it a few times, but it lasted me, I'd say one of these probably would last me like 10 showers. This one didn't foam up as much as I remember the other ones doing. I did shake it up. That was the only disappointing thing, so I don't know. I'm assuming it was probably me doing something wrong with it. But yes, I've got another one of these in the bathroom, and I absolutely love it. That's not a pan challenge. Right, okay, so the next thing is the Garnier Micellar Water. This is kind of like the, I don't know if this was like the first one that came out, the first 4 ones came out. Really like this. However, I don't think I want to commit to such a big size again. This seemed to take me ages to get through, and I did get a bit bored with it. I'd used sort of this much up to mid-October, and then I suppose in the last month it's taken me to use that. There is a tiny little bit in the bottom, but it won't come out. Really enjoyed using that, but again, there are so many other cleansers on the market. I don't even want to buy another one. However, saying that, I've just seen a mini one in the bathroom, but my mum must have bought. So maybe if I decide I want it, I could acquire that. Next up, we've got the orange, I don't know, orange, I can't say it. I wear in my teeth. Let me just let you read it. The body wash from Soap and Glory. Can you hear the rain? Scented with fresh green mandarin, Sicilian lemon peels and orange peel oils. This was in a January sale set that I got last year from Boots. It came with an EDT, body butter, and this. This was bought without a sniff test, and smelling this now, it doesn't smell too bad, but the actual spray smelled like just like orange Tic Tacs, which I hate. I tried that twice, and I don't know if I managed to palm it off on a friend. I definitely tried to palm it off on somebody, but I've got a feeling when I did that clear out a few weeks ago, I think I might have got rid of it then. It was horrible. This I used as a bath product, and it wasn't bad, but sort of as I was lying in the bath, I kept getting in God, that cough was a bit manly then, wasn't it? A bit of a whiff of Tic Tac. I don't feel like it lingered on the skin, but this is definitely not one for me. If you like Tic Tacs, if you like orangey things, I would definitely say give it a sniff. But it's just made me realise I don't want to use that again. I don't want to smell like a Tic Tac. Yep, so the next product is a herbal essence, Beautiful Ends Split End Protection Cream. Directions for use: apply roots to tips, leave in to nourish for 5 minutes and then wash away. This is from the Pound Shop, and this is the Italian and Greek herbal essence range. Pound Shops have some amazing herbal essence products, and I actually got 4 herbal essence products. I got a tub, a yellow tub, which is a honey version, and I think that is I think it's a Middle Eastern type country's product, and Portugal. It's weird because when this was quite obvious, it was a Greek. It was like the acrylic alphabet, so it was like it's Greek or Russian, and then the other was kind of like Spanish, Italian, Portuguese. But the best way to tell for me is to check the email address or website. So it's herbalessence.it.italy.gr Greece. Not that makes a difference, but why do they not sell this stuff up here? The only problem with this, it has a little pump. Sort of when it got to about here, it stopped pumping out, but I just took the lid off and like from my hand. This wasn't as kind of rich and creamy as, you know, the pearl tub one that I like, that I've gone through so many of. Can't get that anywhere anymore. I actually just use this as sort of my everyday conditioner. I'm using a Lush bar shampoo at the moment. It's meant to be good for curly hair because it's moisturising. It dries my hair out like anything. So it's nice to use like a richer conditioner on it. I'm not saying I wouldn't buy this again, but if I could get this sort of red one in a pot version, I would be all over that. Okay, a boring one. I haven't got Johnson's cotton buds. These were Superdrugs, and it was it was 50% extra free in the tub. These were surprisingly sturdy. I know, weird description of a cotton bud, but I find some of them, the post sort of between the buds is really flimsy, so as you're using it bends. Johnson's ones are fairly rigid, and these were really cheap. I think they was maybe like £1.50, £2. No, it must have been under £1.50 because I only ever buy Johnson's from the Pound Shop or like places like Home Bargains, and never pay more than £1.50 for a tub. But I remember these being cheaper than the pack for either 100 or 200. I would get these again if I had a Superdrug nearby. Right, okay, so as you'll be able to tell from this bag that I'm demonstrating here, I've had lots of baths this month, and this represents Bomb Cosmetics bath bombs. The ones that look like little cupcakes, so cute. I did have £50 worth of Bomb Cosmetics products in my basket on their online shop the other day, and then I was like, I can't justify it. These smell amazing, they make my skin feel amazing. The only thing is you do tend to feel like you can scrape like the product off your legs afterwards because it's that rich and moisturising. I don't mind that because I'm too lazy to actually moisturise my legs properly. I just thought I'm putting all these in a bin bag, and I could do with taking a picture of them. It is a clean bin bag, so it'll be fine. So another one is the Champneys Spa Indulgence Exotic Retreat Bubble Heaven. I got a set of these from Boots in the January sale, and I think there was 5 or 6 of these. And I put these away to sort of take, to take on weekends away with me, thinking they were shower gels and they're not, they're bath products. They're interchangeable, I'm pretty sure. But I used this one. I had 2 baths yesterday, so I used it both times yesterday. Doesn't bubble that well. Smells lovely. This one is coconut milk, papaya and ylang ylang. Don't know how you say that. The only thing with these, they're really hard to squeeze out. The plastic bottle is sort of really rigid, so I found myself like having to pat its body like a brown sauce bottle. Like did you need that demonstration? Did you really need that demonstration? And then for sort of the second bath, I was filling it up with water from the tap, giving it a proper like shake, and there's still stuff in there. This has kind of like an iridescent purple gold sheen to it, which is very pretty. Doesn't stay in the bath. We're still going. We've been doing 10 minutes. Right, I'll do these 2 in 1. These are 2 Sanctuary Spa bath and shower products. Both really, really lovely. I've used both as bath products, and this one had like, I don't know if you can see any product left, little sort of burst pockets. Smells lovely, made my skin feel lovely. Definitely bubbles well. Really like these. These were in the massive set from Boots last year, which I got really cheap in the January sale. Nearly everything is January sale stuff. I'm trying to work through as much as I can so I can indulge January coming up, justify buying stuff. And I've got 2 of these, which is the Soap and Glory Clean on Me. This one I think must be 2 years old, 2 Christmases old, because I didn't get the massive Soap and Glory set last year. Usually my mum will get it for me, but I'd said to her I'm really not that bothered about it. I've still got bits knocking about from last year and the year before, and some of the stuff they've reformulated I don't enjoy anymore, and some of the stuff that they used to put in the boxes they've stopped putting in with things I really liked. I really liked the Soap and Glory face wipes, and I know people are kind of like anti face wipe, but sort of as a one-off weekend away, just need to clean your face. My ear buzzed. I don't think it was a fly. Oh, no ear infection. And then I'm not sure where this mini one came from. I've got a feeling Rebs might have sent it to me in a beauty box swap. These are shower gels. I've used these as bath products and they foam really well. Make make my skin feel nice. I'm not a dog. Dogs don't have fins. I don't have fins. I'm not a fish or a dolphin or any other sea creature. Some face wipe. Johnson's Makeup Be Gone. I don't remember buying these. They were alright. They sort of did the job. A lot of the time I use these for sort of taking makeup off my hands when I'm filming videos, and my mum uses them as well, so they live in the bathroom. We have a little thing of Tesco Everyday Value cotton wool pads. These weren't particularly brilliant. They weren't awful, and they just weren't great. But they're cheap as anything. So yeah, I probably would buy them again. The next up is, oh that rain, Little Mix Press On Nails. There are a couple still in there. I loved these. I wore these on Halloween. I did lose them all by the end of the night, but I think I might have been picking them up. With these you get, oh you can, it's here, you get these little clear things, and you peel these off, stick these to your nail, and then peel the backing off them and stick the nail to them. So they're not pre-glued and they're not, but you don't have a bottle of glue that you have to use. Okay, there's still more bath stuff in here, people. Whoops. Right, so now we've got another shower gel, which is the we've got another bath product, which is the Zoella Sweet Foam Sweet Foam. Again, I use this as shower gel and as a bath, bubble bath. Really enjoyed this. I think this is, it's not a bad price as sort of a gift kind of product. I think it's a bit much for buying sort of for everyday use, but the packaging is lovely. I really like the smell of this. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about Zoella, but I really enjoy watching the videos. I like the packaging, I like the smell, and I like the products inside. Would definitely buy this again as a treat or as a gift. Yeah, I buy myself gifts. What of it? I've actually just dropped a product, 1 minute. Ugh. Oh, there's another one of those things I can't say from Soap and Glory, and this was the body butter. This I've been using as part of a pan challenge. There is a little bit left, but surprisingly I did quite enjoy the smell of this, and I did quite enjoy using it, and I got through this little tub in less than a week. So it would probably be a good one to take away. And I'm actually thinking about saving this tub because it's got quite a good sort of screw cap on it to fill up with all the body butter for going away. Probably just throw it away, to be honest. I got a deodorant, which is a Mitchum. Mitchum is definitely my favourite deodorant company. Never felt loyal to a brand, but sort of looking back at my empties, you'll probably find every time there's a deodorant, there's going to be a Mitchum. There's going to be 3 Mitchums for every other brand of deodorant. I'm actually using another brand of deodorant at the moment, and this is probably TMI, but when I use it under my right armpit, it burns. Left armpit is fine. First time I used it, you know when you put moisturiser on and your face is still a bit damp and you get that sting, it's like that, and I thought, oh, maybe it's because I've shaved my armpit. And then 3 hours later I was like, I hadn't shaved my armpits, so don't know what was going on there. But yeah, that is used up. Okay, so we've got another body butter, which is another Sanctuary Spa, which is in the same set as those two that I showed you earlier. And again, this was for a pan challenge. Really enjoyed using this towards the end. And I quite miss it now it's gone. I'm so bad at remembering to put the body butter on, but because I'd put this as part of a pan challenge, I can't get the lid back on. I sort of initially I forced myself to use it, but sort of by the end I was like, oh, don't use too much. You need to use that again. So I've these kind of like one product, and then I filtered in this other replacement. For the, I think this is part of my 10 pan roulette, and as I use something I'm trying to put something else in. Wah, 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 wah. Don't like this one, but you don't need to know about that one yet. This is an Empties Tea Tree Witch Hazel face mask. This smelled like my 13-year-old life. Witch Hazel was a big part of my teen years. Tea Tree was a big part of my teen years. You can probably still see it, but I've got this giant spot there, and it just wouldn't go. I resorted to teen based products. This was quite a nice peel off face mask. Hopefully I won't need to buy one of these again because it's clearing up. I don't know, it's weird. People say as you get older your skin gets better. Mine just seems to have sort of levelled off and middled. Nothing. Right, okay, so we've got an Ellie Saab perfume. This smells absolutely amazing. I love it. It's quite... Oh, there's some left. I'm still going to count it. No, there isn't. This came in a beauty box, and I believe that this is mega expensive. Really did like this, and I did kind of save it and only used it every now and again. And I recently found it hidden behind something else, and I was like, oh, so I gave it a try, and it stopped working. No, there's definitely nothing coming out of there, so that's gone. There's still more, people. There is still more, and in fact there's not everything in here. Right, so we've got a Batiste. This is the original. This is fine. Don't mind it. Does the job. I've got a Lush one that's not aerosol that I'm trying to work through, so I've kind of banned myself from buying any more Batiste, and I really miss it. Really miss it. Again, with Batiste, I could never decide which flavour I like best. I'm pretty much sure I've narrowed it down to the one that looks like this but is blues, and I think it's fresh. I do like that. So yeah, that's done. This little stick represents the Lush Flamingo bubble bar. I'm really sad to say I hated this. Absolutely hated it. On dry sniff, which I suppose is the equivalent of Candle People's cold sniff, loved it. Went to swirl it under the running tap and the flamingo's head broke off. Great start. Which is fine because it's quite a delicate thing. Was running that under hot water and it wasn't melting, it was sort of, I've never used a Lush Play, but I imagine that's what it was like. It was like a Play-Doh, and it really hard to break up. Inside is quite orangey, and then just the sort of the smell of it just wasn't great. I read some reviews on the Lush website thinking, what am I missing? Why is this product getting such high stars? And some people were saying were getting 10 baths from it, and I'm like, I don't know how. It didn't bubble up very well. So if I used that one night, just used the flamingo's head part, it was fine. Wasn't particularly keen on the smell in the bath. The next night I decided just to use the rest of it up, just to get rid of it. I felt like it didn't melt properly. My bath water was extremely hot. I have my bath super hot, and it's probably unhealthily hot, and I always top up with more hot water. So it wasn't that it was hot, it wasn't hot enough to melt it. I don't know what it was. Just really didn't enjoy it, which is quite sad because I've really got into my Lush at the moment. And it was quite dear. I think it was about £6. £6 for 2 baths is not my idea of a bargain. Okay, right, I've actually noticed there is something missing. So the first thing is the Crabtree and Evelyn pomegranate hand lotion. Oh my god, this is brilliant. This smells so good. It makes your hands feel good. Me and the girl I sit next to at work have actually jointly been using this. This would have either come in a Christmas set or a goodie bag. And I've just sort of left it. My calendar has pockets, and I've left it in the pocket of my calendar. I'm like, just help yourself to it. The other product that's missing is another Crabtree and Evelyn, and I can't remember what flavour that is, but that was another really good one. I'll save that one and put that in my next Empties video. I think this size is sort of retails for about £5, and I think the full size ones are about £15. So you don't kind of save any money buying the bigger size ones, because it is a third of it. Would definitely buy this. In fact, I've been looking at buying full sizes of this. But at work we have what I call a Tupperware box. It's a storage box, and I've got 5 hand creams in there, not to mention however many is in that cupboard above my head. So I can't buy any more at the moment. If Boots have the set of like 3 or 5 they do at Christmas time, if it goes in the January sale, I will buy it. And I'm holding the stuff because I don't know what to do next. This is a Rimmel Lasting Perfection Primer. When I bought this, I bought it because I wanted to try something different from the blue one that I love. This is a product that I've kind of changed my mind on. Towards the end I have quite enjoyed using it, and I'm quite sad that it's finished. This is in a pan challenge, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. Not 100% sure I would buy it again, which is sad. Right, so I've got 2 eyeliners. This is an eye coat Skinny. Oh, that's working again now. This had been at the caravan, and I think it had dried up, but it's now writing again, so I'm going to save that. And then this is the Lollipops Close Your Eyes and Dance. This is broken, and I had this, so that's the bottom line there. and I had this as a bonus item in the £10 roulette. Forced myself to use it. I end up looking like a panda. I end up with it all down my face. Don't know what to do with it to make it work. There's only a tiny little bit left and it has snapped, so as you're using it, it's falling out. I've decided to give up on it. I'm not forcing myself to use a product that I hate. That came in a beauty box as a bonus item, so I'm not too worried. And then the last two things are two mascaras. This is a So Susan one, which came in a beauty box. This has quite a nice fine one, and the only reason I'm getting rid of this is because it came back from the caravan and it's been there for about a year and a half. It does feel quite wet. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of it because you've seen how many other mascaras I've got. Was quite nice, is a bit dried up, and I didn't get the full potential of this because I left it in the caravan. And the last item is the Milani Total Lash 3-zone mascara, and I got this from Beauty Crowd. I can't remember how much I paid for this. This wand is quite interesting. I can only see sort of 2 zones, I'm not sure what the third one is. But you get kind of like a spiky bit and then you get a bristly bit. This is an American product, and when it came in packaging sort of side by side, so you could sort of see how green and pink this was. Really enjoyed using this, but the last few times I've used it, it was getting a bit dry and flaky, so it was time to get rid. Would consider buying this again once I've worked through all my other mascaras. But yeah, that's all my empties. As you can see, there is quite a lot. Other than stuff that is in Pam Challenges, it fills this green bag. I've just put it in here because this was obviously too small for it. I'm going to take this downstairs, I'm going to take some pictures, and then I will put stuff in the appropriate recycling boxes. Don't worry, I don't just put it in the bin. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this and seen what I've got to do. I feel like I've tried rattling through it quite quickly because I'm scared my camera is going to overheat. But if you've seen this, if you've watched this far, please let me know in some way. Leave me a comment, give me a like, or just get in touch on social media. All the links are down below. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Bye!